My name is Sunny Osoro, and if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, I'd like to encourage you to do so. Okay, there's been this debate of if gospel singers should be charging a fee to perform or to sing at events or not, if it is right or if it is wrong. Okay, so here's my take on it. I believe, we've got ministers, those who minister in the gospel in songs, and we also have those who are musicians, but they choose the gospel genre. Many times we forget that gospel music is also a kind of music. It doesn't necessarily mean that everyone that is singing a gospel song is doing it as a ministry. Not everyone singing a gospel song is ministering to the Lord. Some are performers, and it's okay. Now, just the way you have people performing other kind of songs, some people have chosen the gospel music as their way of performing. So we need to understand that. So it is until you understand the difference in these two sets that you can really know if they should come with a fee or a particular fee or not. All right. So in as much as I believe that people should be encouraged in the body of Christ, people should be given honorariums. It's just like a preacher who goes up to preach and is not given an honorarium. If you are a preacher and you're invited to a church to preach, I don't think, if you're doing it as a ministry, I don't think you want to put a fee. I don't think you have a particular amount that people have to pay for you to do that. Why? Because at the end of the day, God is your rewarder, because it is your gift. You're serving as your gift. You're serving as your ministry. There's a difference between serving something as your ministry and doing something as your talent or your skill, right? So now some may complain or some may worry and say, but the same church is going to employ someone that's very skillful, and pay that person. Then whereas you that have been doing it as a ministry, you've not been paid. Well, you just have to choose which direction you want to follow. Do you want to do it as a ministry, or you want to do it as a skill? Now, when you do it as a skill, then men will be your reward. Men will reward you. If you want to do it as a ministry, then God will reward you. All right. So having said that, so the question now is, should gospel singers charge to come up to perform in a church or to minister in a church? Just like I've rightly said, if this singer is a performer, if this singer is doing it as a skill, then you would pay for the service, you pay for the skill. Then it's no longer a worship service. We need to separate the two. It is a performance. It's like any other performance. It's like someone going to attend a concert done by someone who, the only difference is that this person has chosen a gospel genre to do this concert. So you just have to bear in mind that you are going to attend a concert, right? Now, the one who is doing it as a ministry should not put a fee. You cannot put a fee. No, you can't. If you are doing it as a ministry, there should not be a fee. Am I saying you shouldn't accept honorariums or accept a gift of love if the church blesses you? There's nothing wrong with that. The one who is doing it as a skill, as a performance, will charge for his skill, will charge for his performance. He might not even be a believer. He may be a believer, but that is how he's chosen to do his music, as a musician. As a musician, he's doing it as his profession. And so if you choose to hire that person, then you have to pay for his skill, pay for his service. If you choose to invite someone as a gospel minister to come minister, then the minister should not charge a fee to come minister at your event. Why? Because the minister should be ministering at your event as a ministry. So whether you end up giving a honorarium or not, whether you end up blessing with an offering or not, should still not matter. The person should be excited and happy that he or she has been a blessing to people. God bless you. I thought I would just air my view in this. This should put a rest to all of the concerns. Should they charge a fee? Shouldn't they charge a fee? Like I said, it's as simple as it is. Are you a gospel minister or are you a musician? Now, it doesn't matter if it's a gospel song that you're doing. You could be a musician and choose the gospel line, but you're doing it as a profession. You're doing it as a skill, and you must be paid. And you can put a fee. You can put a price tag on how much it will cost to book you. But then if you're doing this as a ministry, if you're coming out to be a blessing to people, if you're coming out to win souls through your ministration, if you're coming out for lives of people to be impacted and to be touched by the glory of God, then there shouldn't be a fee. Then there shouldn't be charges to it. But then it doesn't mean that you cannot accept a free will donation or gift that is given to you for being available.